Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Hello. How are you all? Hello, Bob. Hello, Mal. Hello, Clemoniac. Hello, Sunshiny Rays. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Oh, yeah. Why can't I hear anything? There we go. I can hear the background playlist. Good. Oh, boss hat. Okay, I've got my hat. No, not got my hat. I got my headphones on, but we're only covering one ear right now. So I might struggle to hear Cuptle very well. Because my other ear, it all feels weird and funny, and I'm probably going to go to the pharmacist tomorrow. I should really go today, but I got 2 streams today and no one to take me to the pharmacist. So, but hello everybody, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh gosh, it feels so weird wearing my headphones like this and not having them on my ears fully. Oh no. I can hear myself properly. I can hear myself. No, it feels really weird. Oh gosh. Boss hat. Do you know what? Boss hat and you're calling me stinky. So mean. Oh gosh, what did I just do? What? How did that happen? How did that happen? We're not ending. Why did that just happen? That's not meant to. What? Oh my gosh, why are my toggles not working properly today? Okay, that toggle's working. Why isn't this toggle working? Yeah, that's that one. There we go. Okay, then put the hat back on. But why does the hat not want to get back on? Hat! There we go, finally. Okay, so my toggles are being really weird today. Like for pressing the button toggle, it's being weird. It's 6 AM today. It's day 3 of training at your new job. Ooh, it's gonna be a good day. Oh, new job, good luck, sunshiny rays. For me, today is the day that we I've decided that today we're going to be building this little fella. It's a Doomstalker, the last of my neck ones that we have. Shadow plus hat equals menacing boss. Yeah, you can't even see my eyes. Can I do that now? Oh yeah, I can do it. It's like, oh my goodness. It's like, I'm so dark. So mysterious. Oh. Yeah, Doomstalker. Yeah, I got this at a really good price. That's not even what I paid for it. Same with my Lutus. Oh, this is the model. 1-to-1 scale. Oh, look how cool it is. That's a really big cannon. Apparently, this isn't actually very good in the game. But I want to build a Canoptic style army. And this is, well, it's Canoptic. Made in the UK. Big gun. I thought that said big gun. It says no glue. Push fit. It's push fit. No! No, it's push fit. So mean. Oh gosh, this is really bright. You know, if I take it out of the plastic packaging, it might help. That's a turbo. It is a turbo. Oh wait, that's what they call them in Dishonored, isn't it? They call them tall boys or something like that. Do you know the first Dishonored game where you've got those guys on stilts basically and they're super difficult to beat? It's still very bright. You know, I'm not gonna get. I don't know how to fix the entire camera lighting issue. I apologize. I've tried looking into it multiple times. I don't understand why it's just... Like, this is not white. This is grey. It's not even a light grey. It's quite a dark grey. I don't understand why it decides that, like, If I put it like this, you'll be able to see, like, there. You can see it kind of now. It's just a way that the light reflects off it or something stupid. I don't really understand it. I don't understand cameras and how they work. Like, if I do this to the camera, will that make it better? Oh. I mean, actually doing that to the camera actually kind of does help. Maybe you need to put like a mask onto it. Camera cover. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's got one sprue and it's got a second sprue. Okay, this is a lot smaller in terms of sprues for next. It's only got 2 points of connection to the base. That's surprising. Okay. Okay, we got instructions. Who needs them? So this might be a quicker model to build than I even thought. No wonder it's quite a cheap model. It's push fit. Apparently, at the moment, though, they're not actually very good in the game. I don't know why. Apparently, it's because they have to compete with a Doomsday arc or something, which is... There's a big troop carrier model, and it can be built in one of two ways. It can be built as a troop carrier or as a Doomsday arc. And the Doomsday arc hits harder than this thing does. Isn't many more points, or is a similar number of points or something like that. And what else does it do? I don't know. Oh yeah, it's a lot tougher. That's the other thing about it. And it's not as tall. While all in all, the model is a lot bigger than this one. It's not as tall as this one. So it doesn't actually... And the height of this one means it's very difficult to hide it, which is a massive negative in the game. Because it means everything's going to see you and will destroy you. Which makes sense, honestly. That's how things happen in real life too. You don't want to be seen on the battlefield. Leggy legs! Oh, wait. Wait. Thing here. It's also not got... You'd expect being a walk, it would have better combat stats like melee stats than the Doomsday arc, but it doesn't. I think it might be the same. It also doesn't have all the extra weapons that the Doomsday arc can get. This thing does have one bonus to it though, and that is it's a canoptic model. Just stand behind ruins if you don't want to be seen. Easy. Yeah, I guess so. I can't remember exactly how ruins work. Does it always block line of sight? Like, I thought if your model was so big that it poked out of the ruins. Like, if a ruin is like this, and your model is of... Wait, sorry. If your ruin's like this big, but your model is like that tall, then you still can be seen because you just, you know, you're so tall above the ruin. But if you're behind the ruin and it's like the ruin is this, it's got loads of holes, you can clearly see the model, but you can't attack the model because the ruin's in the way. You technically can't see it because the ruin is in the way. But if you're basically above the ruin, you can see it because the ruin's not actually blocking it. I thought that was the official ruling. I might be wrong. I've never played officially. Equally, if you're stood like this, the ruin isn't obscuring you. You get a cover save, but you still count as being seen. Ruins, I think ruins only obscure you if you are only fully behind the ruin. Or only... If you're not fully behind the ruin, then all you do is get a benefit of cover. Like, I might be wrong again. Terrain have rectangular feet and ruins block line of sight, as if those ruins' feet are infinitely tall, if you're not within the ruins. Oh, okay. See, this is what I get for not playing the game. In what's it called? In any official place. I don't like that rule too much. I understand it, mind you. It's designed to simplify the rules. Not a big fan of that rule though. That's kind of a bit meh. Like, why would you? What about... Oh, I think there's an exception for towering and aircraft, right? Aircraft can't be blocked by it. Aircraft and towering models can see over and through ruins. And what can equally be seen through them as well. If you're within the ruins, you can get shot with true line of sight. If you're wholly within the ruins, you get the benefit of cover, even if you're not behind anything. Yeah, I knew about that. Like, that's all terrain features if you're wholly within the terrain feature. Well, even if you're partially within the terrain, a lot of terrain features.
Rated E for extinguish all hope of this model ever being finished.
What do you mean? It's a push fit model. Of course it'll be finished. And I finished my Tyranids. Almost finished. I've got out of all the Tyranids I've got that I currently own, I do want to get the Male Scepter for 6 Zoanthropes and a Pyrophore. But I finished building and magnetizing all my Tyranids right now, and I've got 20 gargoyles built as well. It's like 20 gargoyles. I hate building gargoyles. Oh my gosh, they are not fun. Especially trying to magnetize them. But after magnetizing gargoyles, I'm like, you know what? This is how flying stands should be. Just cut the tips off the flying stands, magnetize them. Okay, that's how this goes. Oh, so hello, Anthony. Oh, where's the other leg? Where's the other leg? I sprayed down your armatures and your Notcrons yesterday. At some point they are going to be painted. At some point. You keep making fun of me. Yet you've had those armatures longer than what I've been painting those 20 Templar. I am actually wanting to paint some of my Tyranids. Because I got some undercoated. And I kind of keep wanting to paint them. So I'm thinking, after I've got... There's a lot I need to get built off stream at the moment. Oh gosh, what's happening here? Camera. Being all fussy. There's a lot I want to paint off stream at the moment. Not paint. There's a lot I want to build. Like, I've got 11 Neurogants to build. I've got still 10 Shooter Boys to build. I want to finish my Saturnines. I've got these 30 Horus Heresy Marines to build. I've got 10 Horus Heresy Terminators to build. I've just got loads of models that need to get built. But at the same time, I do have some stuff I want to... I'm thinking, on stream, I'm going to probably try painting a Mastodon tank. That's something I'll try doing. But I just want to get some stuff out of the way. I want to get these Necrons done. I also want to do some really cool
You take 12 live streams to assemble 20 Marines. It takes me 12 live streams to be bothered to start painting any model. We are not the same.
Oh gosh. It's true. Okay, my Tyranids should be relatively easy to paint. I do have a basic colour scheme set up for them now. And with the undercoat that they've got being this brownish colour, they should be relatively decent. Oh look, little tiny scarab inside there. Oh, it's adorable. Inside a pipe. It's a pipe dream scarab. Oh, pipe dream scarab. May all your pipe dreams come true. Oh gosh. By the way, yesterday, because I was super gluing magnets to gargoyles part way through construction, I ended up getting super glue on this brush head, and it basically half melted it and destroyed it. So I was like, oh no, my brush, it's destroyed. And at the time I was watching Phineas and Ferb, and it was an episode about bad luck, right? I was like, how some people are cursed with bad luck and negative energy. I'm like, okay, it's fine, it's fine. I've got a second pot of glue. Let's just take the brush from this second pot of... Okay, I usually keep my old pots of glue. Let's go and find one of them. I don't have any. They all got recycled. I'm like, no! Hello, Strive420. I felt really like I got hit by it. Hi, Empress Right Ball. How you doing? Oh... So yeah, I managed to fix it, kind of, a little bit. It's not as precise and perfect as it used to be. So I'm gonna have to like buy another pot of glue just to hope that I can get another brush head. This is the thing, these Notgrons have been a project since the end of 9th edition. Back when Dynasties had specific colour schemes. Oh... I need to find the pictures of the paints I was going to use. The longer it takes, the harder it gets. Or the longer you take, the harder it gets. But hi, Bizright Ball. Hi, Strive420. That story made you feel better. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that it did. I want to show you my gargoyles, though. I'm really happy about how the magnets come to... Oh, gosh, I'm dizzy. Look at the little gargoyle. Your suffering pleases the Emperor's White Ball. I've magnetized it there, and what I do, I put it onto a magnetic base like that. But obviously, there's no way for really to magnetize this to a metal plate. So what I do instead is I put them all down like this, and then like, because this magnetizes down to the metal plate of a display case, or a display carry case, I put them like this, so they all end up like interlinking. And it doesn't hold them perfectly, but it's actually still better and safer than trying to put them in foam. But they're actually way more sturdy now with the magnets on them. And they don't fall down anywhere near as easily. The main reason being is because the magnets add a lot of weight to the center. So while it's got more top heavy, it's more central for weight. So it's all going through this central point here. On top of that, when you do put pressure on one side, it doesn't try putting the pressure on a tiny little bits of plastic. All it does instead is it just goes like that. And it doesn't tip over this central point. Instead, you go like that. It tips over, and then it just goes back. Oh, don't turn me into banana. It's great. But yeah, it's actually, they should automatically give you magnetic flying stands for every single flying stand. I'm going to do the same to my outdoor jet bikes. Because it's just so much better than not. I actually don't mind them so much anymore now that they're on a magnetic thing. I do actually like my Tyranid colour scheme that I've got going on now. Because with the brown, I've got like, it's Zephyr brown or something like that. It's a kind of light yellowish browny colour. And with my Tyranid colour scheme, what I can do is I can just dry brush over all of the skin areas with Lysander yellow, then go over with Nastrag yellow, then dry brush over very lightly with a Lysander again, then even lighter with Dawn yellow. Then go over with, I think it's like Xerxes or Cirrus purple or something like that. It's purple with an X. Put a base coat of that everywhere on the carapace. Dry brush over with Gene Stealer purple. Then lighter dry brush Administratum grey. And then just Major's purple. And then Known Oil and Agrax Earthshade on the skin. Then just get, there's a very light Bahamut blue or something like that onto like the tongue, the fleshy joint bits, the parts of the gun and stuff. And then Talsar blue, and then a little bit, Known Oil, and then a little bit of Major's purple to give it a bit of a sheen. And that's it. That's a very quick way. Oh yeah, and then just get the teeth done and the red eyes. It's a relatively quick colour scheme now that I've actually got it pinned down of how to actually paint them. Agrax's shade is great to... It depends what you're wanting to do. Like if you're putting it over yellows or whites or whatever, it can be. Hello Talan, are we winning? Kind of, yeah. We've got legs. We got legs. And I'm being eaten by Cuptle again. Oh yeah, I was showing the magnetized gargoyle. Magnetized gargoyles! Rah! They're cool. Oh no, my screen just turned off again. Don't know why it does that. Come back on, screen. Usually you turn back on by now. Screen? Oh my goodness. Give me a moment. Okay, that should have fixed it. There we go. I don't speak Citadel shades, I'm afraid. I'm more into soft and dark tones. Seraphim Sapia is greater than Agrexov. No, Agrexov shade and non-oil perfection. Oh, look, Canoptic head. It's so adorable. My screen just turned off again. Okay, it's back up. Why is this happening? It is, look, it's adorable. Okay. What do we do next, though? We got this thing. I imagine this is probably the next part. Da, 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 da. Hey, I need to get my arms back up. I look so much better.
Agrex and null perfection. Tell me you never used Seraphim without telling me you never used Seraphim.
Look, you don't need to know Seraphim. What about Carroburg Flesh Shade? Look, only crazy people use Seraphim. That's what I was told by the great debater of the ages. Oh, little guns. Bzz, bzz, little guns. Okay, this clearly meant to be a bunch of other pieces plugged into this. Ah yes, Carberg Flesh Shade. I do mix my shades. Apothecary White might be a contrast, but it works surprisingly well as a shade. And it kind of is designed to work a bit like a shade. Because it's called Apothecary White, but you're really meant to go over whites with it. And it adds all the shadows to the whites. That's meant to be the point. Seven Sepia isn't even that good. It's just a less confident Reichland Flesh Shade. Grey is boring shadow colour. Yeah. But it's a very subtle shadow colour compared to the likes of Norn Oil. And it kind of works to help add depth to what's meant to be a very light colour. But in a lot safer way, that's a lot easier to fix mistakes or correct if you want to. Hello, Banwy. Dark blue and brown is better. Yeah, blue is a good shade. Although for white, I wouldn't want a dark blue. I'd want more of a lightish blue. Especially if I'm throwing a shade onto a model that's meant to be white. Because shades have a nasty habit sometimes, even when watered down, of tainting. Is that the word? Affecting the general colour you're trying to go for. Okay, so these two bits are meant to roughly go like that. Wait, what happened to Anthony's comment? Yeah, Anthony's comments are being censored a lot recently. I don't know why. I'd probably douse any white in dilute Drakenhof and then rewrite the middle. Comment was too white, not diverse enough. Oh my god. Hi, Sloopy. You love my colour scheme. Thank you. You can thank Nico for Artist for that and his yellow colour blindness. No, the word white isn't censored. Other people have been using it. Anthony's comments have been getting censored a lot recently. I've had to uncensor a lot of his comments. I don't know why. Chat is triggered by your very existence. Yeet. Okay, there we go. So it looks like these two pieces go into there. Yes, that is accurate. Then this would go here. And this piece must go between them. Yes. YouTube decided that Anthony is evil. That's what it's done. Just call me Corvix, right? Also, because you're a daywalk and Corvix White is darker than you are. And yet somehow you're still darker than me. Okay, those two go into there, yep. Oh. No. Why don't you want to go in? Ugh. Conjuror is losing to I am.
When they want to blind a room, they just throw Capcom in instead of a flashbang. Reports of permanent blindness from this are true.
That's mean. That's not true at all. Okay. I think that worked. Like, I don't give off light. Do I? Oh. Duh. Wait. Oh, I've got for perfect. Yes. You're a star. No, excuse me. Put some shades. No, my skin's not that bright. Just
Don't be
look
so
at
hard
it.
on yourself. You're a star in our eyes. Now, if you'll excuse me, put on shades.
I mean, look, it's not that bright, right? If you think about it really, it's kind of just a little bit bright, right? Your eyes. I'm a silly goof. I'm a goof. I'm a goofy goober, yeah. We're all goofy goobers, yeah. Goofy goober. They don't make them like they used to. Goofy goober music. There we go. Yeah. And then we do a similar thing to it just here. And have we done it? The answer is no. I didn't actually think this was going to be a push fit. Kind of sad that it is. I thought I knew retinal damage. Dropping into trinary white blue star system in Elite. And then I saw a Cup's pasty skin and I knew true pain. Oh, we can have this like at any angle. What you doing? Oh, I kind of want to paint it like Isabella now from what's it called? What you doing? Phineas and Ferb. Doing for everything in the world. We're slaying everyone we see. Okay, which side does this go on? Right, this side? I'm guessing yes. Some of these push fit in pieces. I do wonder how they expect it to stay on the model without glue. Or maybe it is meant to be on this side, you know. No, definitely not. There we go. Look at it go. I'll try and find that system again and then send the system name. Do not visit at night. You don't want to go from dark to midday in a nanosecond. To be fair, jumping into any system should feel like that. Except, you know, the dimmest of stars. Also, yes, while I did find out while our star is referred to as a yellow sun, and other stars similar to it are referred to as yellow suns, it's not actually yellow. The light made by it is white. And do you know these close surface scans of the sun? Often when we put them into visual things so that we can see them better, we actively turn them yellow. Or orange in some cases. It's like, oh. I feel like I already knew that and had completely forgotten though. Yeah, okay, the Doomstalker's basically built now. I could magnetize it to the top. And like cut off that bit, put a magnet there, put a magnet in that hole. And that way I don't have to transport it around as a big, giant, tall thing. It's a pretty cool model though, I do like it. I want multiple of them. If I ever do want to expand my Necrons, I definitely will get multiple of these dudes. Like, I'll probably get like 3 of them. Such a cool model. Again, it's apparently not that good in most Necron armies, but I am building... It's apparently still decent enough if you just want to build a Canoptic army. Because it gets all the benefits, because it's a Canoptic structure and can benefit from the different commands. Oh, what's the word? Stratagems. Where the Doomsday Arc can't. So Yeet, there he is. He's a cutie. We need to put some scarabs on him though. It's Fat Bear Week, by the way. The time of the year where bears are the fattest before beginning for... Oh. No, this is for Doomstalker. It fell off its base. All that glue and it fell off its base. We've already built the reanimator. Let me get the reanimator. Oh gosh, I'm dizzy. Reanimator is much smaller. And look at all the little scarabs I put on it. Yeah, I put scarabs on it off stream. Neither fat and I nominate Cupcake. I'm not a bear and I'm not fat. That's so mean. Look at all the little scarabs I put on it. It's adorable. Yeah, this is, look how tiny this is by comparison. Like a little baba. Oh, this is a cool model. I like it. And it's pretty cheap for what it is. Like, in terms of points, it's got pretty hefty points. I know, okay, I did buy it, like, surprisingly cheap. Like, really discounted. That's a powerful cannon it's got. I mean, it's called a Doomsday Arc for a reason. It's like a tripod, you know, from War of the Worlds. Like, I imagine my Necrons walking around with multiple... Like, imagine getting a 3 of these Doomsday Stalkers. And they need more tripods, I feel like, for Necrons now. Like, get a couple of... Get 3 of these, a couple of these guys. What else would he get? I'm trying to think what else. I'm not a cat. No. Cupcon is now Cuptle. Someone get that Cupcake Turtle some cat ears. No. I nominate Cuptle as a fattest pet. What are you on about? Oh, I thought you said Cupcon. Oh, I'm sorry. My dyslexia struck again. I don't know how I read that. I don't know how I misread that. I apologize. Look, I'm really dizzy today. I'm still not very well. Okay, I know they got 4 legs.
Do we tell her that the Necrons have a complete deficit of tripods, since those have 4 legs?
I know they've got 4 legs and they're technically quadrupods, but still, they're like the Dwarven World tripod things. Especially, you know, the weird one that had Tom Cruise in it, the film. By the way, I've stuck 2 scarabs to every single warrior as well. Oh, I just dropped a scarab. Don't worry, I found it. We're gonna have to stick a bunch of scarabs to this thing. Look, I'm not very well still. I've got a really painful ear that is making me really dizzy. Scotvex have 3 legs. That's about as good as you're gonna get. Look! But these things are tripods in the fact that they... Oh no. No, I don't want to take off the entire thing. I just want to take off the blue lid. Oh no. No, I don't want to take off the white part. Keep that part on. Take this part off. Ugh. I thought glue was meant to be weak to twisting forces. It really does not want to come off. Right, yeah, it can't go the other way because, you know, the way this is designed. It's the fact that I think it's got glued on. BACK. Try using the rubber handle grip as grippers. Doesn't really work too well. Oh gosh, it's just removing the rubber handle. Why do you yeet at me? Oh gosh. Well, we can do that. Could do the old jar lid technique. Bash it against something or run it under some warm water. And it could potentially break the bonds in the super glue. Okay, you know what? Take this. Okay, I'm gonna be like a magician. Thanks, their head pats, by the way. The glove! It does nothing! Look at a tiny little scarab there. Adorable. Leave it. Oh my, it's really stuck on there.
Like the Terry's chocolate orange. Don't tap it, whack it.
Ow. I didn't tap it, I whacked it. I think it's literally super glued on. At least we know it's good glue. Beating bottles, best stream ever. Oh gosh, maybe I should take off the glove so I can get a good grip on it. Ugh. Refused on, because last time I broke it off. The flesh. Oh gosh, it's moving! Bit by bit, it's actually moving from this. Okay, for some gift there now.
An unstoppable force, Capcan's might muscles, versus an immovable object, the leaky superglue.
It's true. Oh goodness. I think my damaging of a lid earlier actually works against me now. Ah, my hands. I dropped it. Papa Nurgle believes in poo. Ow, thanks for head pats. Ow. I have tried using my teeth. It's a bit damaged from my teeth. Oh gosh. I'm putting the glove back on. Keep chewing, it's how I solve every problem. You're that! That's just how problems work for you. You don't have to deal with the consequences of your solutions. Okay. This part, I'm just ripping it off now. Might as well. Better plan, stick to LAN on it.
Better plan, sick T-lan on it. Go on My Little Ratmanian. If you get in, you can have some of its delicious gluey insides.
No, you can't. Oh! I have no idea where the lid's over here. What happened to the lid? Oh my goodness. It free indeed. Oh, let's just remove some of this glue that's dried onto the outside. Pandora's glue has been opened. Oh no. Okay, let's just put a little scarab on the base here. Oh gosh. YouTube algorithm does not like me much today, it looks like. You miss one stream and YouTube decides, you know what? Screw you. Oh yeah, thanks all the well wishes from everyone, by the way. I went on my computer in the evening and I was surprised to just see so many notifications. I was like, what the? So many notifications. So many well wishes. Do not blame YouTube, they cannot fight back. They can. What do you mean they can't fight back? They're always punching down at us. Always attacking. I even went with my most clickbaitiest thumbnail I could think of. And oh, look at all these little scarabs. Look at them. You can even see them. Look at them. What's that clickbait? Hands! People love hands and thingies.
Consider, if they always punching, get better at dodging.
No! You need to clickbait. You need to clickbait better. Look, I'd click on that video. I'd click on that link. Oh, scarab off a pipe. Tell me your wisdom. Buy more Warhammer models. You want them to release more Xenos, but for you they'll release more Space Marines, and you'll inevitably like it and buy them. You know it to be true. I mean, to be fair, it's true. For me, at least.
Freaky Warhammer models building, gone wrong.
Well, that's not true. The best thing about clickbait is when it's... Okay, actually. That is true. But I never knew it was going to be true, Talan. I thought it was going to go right. I thought this was just going to be an innocent Handcam Warhammer stream that was going to never go wrong. I never knew I was going to spend half the stream trying to deal with the problem of... Hey, get off, get off, get off. No, no, stick to... Not to the knife! Stick to the... Stick to the... Stick to the... Stick to the pipe. Too much copium even for you. Well, look, I show you all of my thumbnails before finalising them, and you don't say, hey, needs to be clickbait to you. You just say, hey, that's a good thumbnail. And it's like, what? And now, after the fact, you're just telling me it's terrible and saying you could do so much better job. And it's like, I give you a chance to do a better job, and instead you're just like, no, never. I'll just insult her after the fact. Look, I only know one thing about YouTube, and it's the fact that people like hands and people like feet. And I'm not going to be showing feet, but I am going to be showing gloved hands. And people love that. Look at that, like a little scarab. I need to save some scarabs for the future.
A deep vein of copium was found this stream. The Coca-Cola coffers will be filled for, let's be honest about today.
No. Why are you so mean to me? What did I do to deserve this? I'm just an ill little cupcake looking for little scarabs. Scarab. I can't even see the scarab off. Oh darn it, it moved. You're not allowed to move. Oh, and it dried. You finally decided to stick to a pipe and you decided to stick wrong. Oh gosh. Oh, no one can see you properly anymore, little scarab inside the pipe. So mean to me. At least I'm not getting the glue all over my actual fingers. That's one of the issues about, you know, trying to magnetize models, getting just glue all over your little thingies. And then it feels awful. And it's hard to remove, even with soap and warm water. No, you're not going on correctly. There we go. Not quite. There we go. What happened to Death Shroud Cupcon? Oh, Faye fell ill. Okay, wait, what? Death Shroud Cupcon? I'm confused. I'm calling you a Nurgle worshipper. I'm not a Nurgle worshipper. I'm too ill to be a Nurgle worshipper. I'm not stinky. You're so mean. Look, he's a little scarab. Detect evil. No! I'm not evil. That my little devil horns though. I worked hard making those devil horns. I actually mean for not for devil horns themselves, I just mean making them work with this model. Look, even when I turn to the side, the devil horns move. They are just a default part of YouTube Studio. Oh gosh darn it. Here we go. Look at all the scarabs. This is the one thing I love about building Necronic stuff. Just the excuse to put scarabs everywhere. You evilest...
You evilest evil from all the evil.
Hey Swiffle, I don't think that's quite how they work. You know... Look. They swivel as a default. And what do you mean I'm the most evil of all evils? I've done nothing to deserve that title. There we go. Just because I miss... Look at the little scarabby boy. I'm adorable. Okay, do we want more scarabs here? We can have one on this leg just there or something. Okay, I need to remember, it's like... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, I do kind of want to get the new kill team for Necrons. So I need to keep a few scarabs of them as well. You invented it as our great master of a primal, but I did not invent the very concept of being evil. I invented the concept of goodness and kindness and being kind to your fellow people. Mostly fellow cupcakes, because cupcakes are adorable and good and friends, not food. Look, scarabs! Scarabs everywhere! Oh, how many scarabs are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one in the pipe for 5. There's one there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 scarabs on this guy. 12 of them! You know what? I kind of want to put on the... Oh, wait. There's a big old piece of sprue right there I didn't catch. Delicate surgery. And to be quite frank, it's lucky I didn't try going into surgery or anything. Oh my goodness. Would you imagine me as a surgeon? Also, I'm not a primal being, if I didn't say that. Not being paying attention to what I did and didn't say. I need to get some mech guns. Once I got some mech guns and once the killer cans, have revived and been built, and the mech guns have revived and been built. He with a little scarab in there now. I'm happy. Oh wait, I could put a scarab just back there as well. What we can do is we can focus on building some massive conversions of arcs. Because what I want to do is build... I've got like these 2 chimeras I want to turn into 1 battle wagon. Mixing them together. And 1 chimera thing I want to turn into a truck. I've got some other parts and pieces I want, like some corrugated plasticky stuff. Plasticard. Why are you sticking to me? You didn't even get any glue on your back. Kindness, maybe silly, definitely. No, not silliness, definitely. I need tweezers or something right now because it does not want to let me put that down there. Okay, maybe I did invent silliness because I am quite silly if I'm entirely honest. Even if entirely intentionally, yes, I'm definitely intentionally silly. I don't do all of this by accident. It's definitely all part of the intention to be entertaining for you guys. This is so messed up. It's mostly damaged because I was attacking it with clippers and stuff. Oh. But there we go. We've got this guy covered in scarabs now. He's a little neck-runny friend. Here he is. Look at all his scarabs. Wait, we'll turn on a little light so you can see them better. Oh. So many scarabs. There's one there. One in there. One up there. Some down there. Oh, so adorable. Love me some scarabs. It's a big pew pew and legs. Yeah, it's got some tiny little pew pews here. And it's got a big old pew pew here. And then it's got a tiny little head going, oh darn it. I broke off one of the scarabs.
Time to eat a cupcake.
No, Native Engine, don't be eating the cupcakes. And everyone, don't forget to like the stream. Oh gosh. But we've built our Doomstalker. And since we've still got an hour and a half left of the stream. Oh darn it, no, one of the scarabs fell off again. Okay, which one fell off? Not the one inside the pipe. Oh, it's the one on the leg there. But hello, Native Engine. Oh yeah, I've not done a big love heart today. Hi, big love heart to you all. Look at that. Adorable. Ah, my hands hurt. Well, I do have some death copters to build. And they're all push-fit models, and they should be relatively quick. There's not exactly much converting I can... Well, there's still converting I can do with them. It's just not that I really have any real desire to do with them, you know? They're cool enough models, I don't plan to get more. Right, how do they work with this space then? Oh, okay, so it's only just 2 little bits go into there. Rather than an entire strip of plastic. That's clever. I like how it looks like there's a destroyed Death Copter here by the fact that looks like part of a Death Copter propeller. If I turn this light off, can you see better? Yeah, you can. And there's 2 skulls next to it. Human skulls. A human looking at least. But I don't actually know what a grot skull looks like. I imagine it's kind of human-sized. But bigger. Have they ever released an official grot skull? I imagine they must have at some point. Maybe the Age of Sigmar skulls have them. Imagine it looks vaguely human, just with much bigger teeth. Okay, so that's half of it. Then you've got arm, leg, head, propeller. One side, yeah. Relatively simple model. Not the most simple. It's still very simple. But equally doesn't give them most room for conversions. Even the way the arms are done, you got these massive indentations.
Helicopter.
I'd have room for this arm, I guess, to make it easier to convert and to change what head I want to do. But yeah, helicopter! Or death copter, as the orcs call it. I could cut that. I could change a head. I can change this arm easily. If this arm I could change, it'd be harder. Changing the weapon would be relatively hard. You'd have to very carefully cut this out, like bit by bit, and then like trim it down with like a knife or a saw or a file, and then you could potentially put like big shooters on or whatever. I mean, I do like rocket launchers, so I'd prefer the rocket launchers. Arc rocket launchers are probably the best type missile launcher weapon in the game, being D3 shots, strength 9, AP is it -2, damage damage 3, or is it D6? One or the other. And then blast as well. It doesn't get 2 variations of the attack, so it basically just combines both, like the Astra Militarum and Eldar and Space Marine missile all have 2 forms of firing, anti-infantry fire and anti-tank. Anti-tank is 1 shot. Space Marines and Astra Militarum is strength 9, AP -1 or 2, damage D6. The anti-infantry is D6, attack strength 4, AP 0, damage 1, blast. While the Eldar one is the anti-tank 1 shot, strength 10, AP -2 or 3, D6 +1 damage. Anti-infantry is like D6, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1, blast. Something like that. Why remove Daka, be more Orc, add more Daka? Yeah. Now I'm just thinking about trying to make these things look more unique. Because that's the thing about Orcs and why I don't really like Orcs and Push Fit. Or at least Orcs and Push Fit without options. Like, if they had more... Like, some Push Fit models are good, but Necron Warriors are good. Every single Necron Warrior has 2 head options and 2 arm options. That's good. And if they're going to make Orcs Push Fit, they need to make every single Push Fit model compatible with every other Push Fit model. Or at least compatible enough so that all they need to do is cut off the little Push Fit parts and it can easily convert parts and swap pieces around. And then just add options to them. Because Orcs, the entire identity about them is that they're meant to be unique. Every Orc is their own unique individual, their own ideas of what they want their vehicle to look like. They don't follow any sort of standardization like... Well, some Orcs do. But those Orc tribes that follow standardization are rarer than the Orcs that don't follow standardization. But now that half of the Orc range is Push Fit, it means that it's basically all standardized. And if you want to do conversions and try making every single model look unique, it's difficult because it's like, this entire, it's 2 pieces that stick together like that. Meaning that if I want to make this look more unique, I have to do some really weird cutting, and the pieces I'm cutting out are likely not going to be able to fit anywhere else because they're going to be just too badly damaged and cut up to try and cut them out properly where I can save enough of a model to use still. It's like, no, you just need to give up. You need to put them in more pieces, make it more swappable, and just more bits that can be swapped in and out.
None of Des Decopters have shooters on the rotor blades, not talky enough, need target a big mech on dat.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, it's... I'm not a big fan of these Deathcopters, and the Deathcopters they had before were also Push Fit, I believe. And these Deathcopters do feel sturdier than the old Deathcopters, because that's the issue with the old ones, because I had some, and they were always breaking every single time we tried using them. It could be nice if a boy's body wasn't just attached to you. Kind of want to save her head though. I'll use it. I want to save a head because I want to use it on one of my conversions. like for an art key driver or whatever. Or gunner. Is it this side this one goes on? Yes it is. Yeah, I kind of get why they did it push fit. The thing about push fit is it's generally cheaper to mass produce the push fit models. It makes it easier for people to come into the new faction without being completely overwhelmed. But there's a good way to do it and there's a bad way to do it, and they did it the bad way. Like, Tyranids can easily be push fit. I think for factions, I think, can get away with the entire faction range being push fit and having very few options. It's Tyranids and Necrons. Even though Tyranids especially are used to having a lot of options, the thing about them is the fact that Tyranids themselves aren't built about being unique. The entire thing is that they are just copies of one another. They're mass-produced, just thrown out there. Basically clones. And it also makes sense to try making those models a bit cheaper as well, or like the kits, because it then inspires people to have these relatively large armies that, you know, are kind of like lore, where you're just throwing out loads and loads of Necron warriors and immortals. Or just loads and loads of gaunts. Krieg would also do push fit then. I guess so. Yeah, Krieg could do with push fit. I say could do with. You could get away with Krieg to some extent. I think the difference with Krieg is the fact, and like with human characters, is that people would be more inspired to want to do diorama with their characters. And with like each of the models. Because they're human. They're not just humanoid, they are human. And the Kriegs aren't actually clones, they are kind of like clones, but they aren't clones. That being said, the issues I'd have with Krieg being push fit is issues I have with currently how they've designed the Krieg kit anyway. And it's the way the Krieg kit is currently designed, we've seen it when I was trying to build Krieg models before, in which the neck is attached to the chest piece. And the hiccup. Parts of the shoulders are also attached to the chest piece. And what this means is that when you compare this to Cadian pieces, where the neck is part of the head and where the shoulders part of the arms, it means that they're incompatible with one another. And like trying to, or even trying to change things, like with the Cadian one, if you want the head facing left or right or whatever, it's fine because the neck is part of the head. So the neck turns whatever direction you want it to turn. But when you've got the Krieg model pieces, it forces the head to face one direction because it will only fit in one direction. It will only connect to the body in one way without you having to do some really weird cutting up. And you can't attach another head to the Krieg body without having to carve out an area within the body. Or carve out an area from the head, which often you won't be able to do because it's not, the neck isn't really designed for anything but a Krieg head. And that basically means they might as well just be push fit models at that point, half of it. But orcs, I don't think orcs really suit push fit at all. It's like every single orc is meant to be a unique sort of... Hi Tony, how you doing? Headless Kriegsman.
Screw it, Headless Kriegsman.
Yeah. And it's actually one of the reasons why I've not gotten around to finishing building my Templar serfs. Because it's just all of the Krieg model pieces. In fact, I've gotten to the point where it's like, as much as I love the Krieg things, because I wanted to swap out all the heads of these knightly heads, I just don't want to bother with Krieg models. They're just too much effort to work with. Like even for Attilan heads and arms and stuff can easily be swapped out for Cadian ones if you wanted to. Like from the Rough Riders. In fact, I think they're actively designed to be. And if you want to, you can easily swap out your Cadian heads and arms and stuff for the Attilan ones from the Rough Rider kit. And again, I think they're purposely designed to. So that if you want to build an Attilan army, all you have to do is buy a bunch of Cadian models. Well, buy yourself 30 Rough Riders for your main base of your army. And you've got enough, you've got 30 to somewhere between 30 to 60 spare heads and a bunch of spare arms that you can easily attach to the Cadian ones. So you can attach them to the command squads, to other body parts and so on. And then you can also, build 30 more Attilan Rough Riders and use them as Death Corps of Krieg Riders. Death Riders. Hi Malmal. Welcome back. Thanks, Suffer. Don't call me stinky and meanie. Big love hearts to everyone. But how is he looking? Look at this big old dude. It's a pretty big model. Yeah. Okay, so this is designed to go like... I clip off these little bits here. Attach this like that. Why does it have these tiny little bits here? I don't know. I don't understand orc logic. I'm guessing it goes this way. I think it goes the other way. No, I'm guessing this way. It's a pretty cool model still. That does, those Deathcopter blades feel a bit too small for the model. I'm not going to complain though, because I think these are smaller than the old Deathcopter blades. And the old Deathcopters were smaller than these models. For a brief second, I thought it only had one landing skid. Just had me thinking, oh, so we're going with the ME-163 Comet version of landing, i.e. not. Oh no, it's got 2 landing skids. Don't worry about it. Oh, for it being an Ark, I still don't think it will be doing much good landing. There we go. Throw these into vtuber. There we go. And next one. Big old tire to break your landing. Oh my gosh, it's got little rockets on the Deathcopter blade so it spins better. I guess one thing you could do is swap some of the heads around. And the arms between them, maybe? No, you couldn't swap the arms between them. You could potentially swap the heads between them and these helicopter blades. Oh, this is a mech in charge. You can tell custom Mega Blaster there.
Distinctly bumpy landings are to be expected with the orcs. I call the landings, many would call them crashing, and some would say banzai.
Look, just because it's a crash landing doesn't mean it's not a landing. A 90% fatality rate means that 10% of the time you survive every time. Look, and it's... we save a lot of money on our crash landings, and those savings go directly to the customers. You wonder why Ark flights are so cheap. Oh, now you know. Oh my gosh, I could actually imagine that as a sales pitch for a company. Ryan Ark. Okay, to be fair, even orcs would be horrified by Ryanair. I think I might rather take an Orky landing than flying Ryanair. Oh gosh. Oh, and the fellow passengers are probably going to be a lot friendlier as well. Hello, friends. Hey, don't banana me. We're building death copters. Oh yeah, for everyone else who wasn't here, we built this cool little guy. And by little, I mean big old guy. We'll turn this on. And we added a load of scarabs to him. Look, tiny little scarabs. It's adorable. Turns out it was a push fit model. I've already built this guy as well. Adore. How are you doing anyway? I hope you're doing well today. Ow, ow, I'm pulling my own hair out. Who wants to be banana? Hey, Cuptle, no, no! I like how you continue floating there, Cuptle, even after you nom me out way. Also, how are you in two places at the same time? Like balloon animal Cuptle. Who wants to be? I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
That one eating you is my astral projection.
Oh. Nice. That makes sense. I buy it. You know, this does not feel like a very good connection at the bottom or there. How's this going? And we're going to be baking a bunch of them dwarven miners today as well. Not in this stream, in the member stream later. Oh, what am I doing? Why do these two pieces not want to go to get... There we go. I've got it. I've got it. By Jove, I think she's got it. I feel like there's meant to be something coming out for bottom part there. But it's fine. The constant dilemma of flying model, clear plastic stand, or spatially unaware bird. I'd rather have these 9 out of 10 times, if I'm entirely honest. Because this plastic is not fun. It's brittle. Well, it's brittle. That's the main thing about it. It's extremely fragile, extremely brittle, does not like to be glued very well. It's not fun at all. I don't even think it looks that good. Morning, TA. Hello. Big love heart to you. Yeah, I think I was meant to have this big old missile at the bottom. Or big old bomber. It's fine. The main issue is just every so often when you have something extremely silly looking, like you had with the Kotias model. 9 out of 10 times they don't go as silly as the Kotias model. But every so often they do. Also on the new Raven Guard model, Chapter Master, his little drones also look very silly to me. No, there you go. Back? Are we back? I hope we're back. I got this Bombardment. Yeet. Head pat, thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better in some regards, but my ear actually feels worse, which I didn't really mention yesterday. But yeah, my ear hurts. And it's got a lot of pressure built up in it. Hi, Mercury. Thinking it might be an infection. And I'll be going to... How you been listening to good music? I'll probably try to get to a pharmacist tomorrow to get to look at it. Can't go today, partly because I got 2 streams, partly because everyone who can take me to a pharmacist is unfortunately busy. Father's in London, mother's in hospital with my grandmother. I'll take my grandmother to the hospital. Again. Will probably result in nothing again. There we go. I was wondering if these 2 pieces were meant to connect. They are. That looks kind of cool. You just came back from listening to Sora Takumo. Oh, for the love of money, slipping in the darkness and good times. Ooh, that sounds like nice music. I imagine. I feel like I've listened to Sora Takumo. There we go, that's the way it goes on. Oh, there we go. And then we do this. And then we do that one. And how's this going? Like that. Oh. Oh gosh, my head hurts. Okay, let's get the orc's head on now. Oh. I'm glad you enjoy them. There we go. Roar. Let's turn the head a bit. Roar. Why do they even have literal aiming reticles on their weapons. Not like they even bother aiming. The orcs. The most they know about aiming comes from, I don't know, punching things. Orcs are probably the thing that's changed the most in 40k. From what they originally were, I feel like. Like, a lot of things have changed on what they originally were meant to be. Space Marines have changed quite a lot. The Imperium has changed quite a lot. The Horus Heresy's changed. The Eldar have changed, the old ones. The Tau, too. And even the core concept of the Ark is very different from what it was originally. I'd say the core concepts of most of the other factions still remain the same. But like when the Arks originally came into the game, back in the days of like Space Crusade and Rogue Trader, they looked and acted very differently. I'd say all in all, they've become more threatening both in tabletop and lore. You know, I think I realised why he's so bad at shooting. Because he's meant to be shooting with this gun, and he's also trying to shoot with his pistol at the same time. That's obviously going to throw him off. I keep thinking this is a stick bomb and not just a driving stick. Like, even back when I was playing, Arcs were cowardly. They were more dangerous in melee than they were at range, but they weren't very good in melee either. That was the one thing about them. Like, they weren't hitting most things on threes. They didn't have the ridiculous melee stats. They had decent-ish melee stats. They had not bad melee stats where the shooting was just terrible. The technology had the capability of being dangerous, but almost every single weapon that had the capability of being dangerous had the capability of blowing them up as well. There's an 8th edition unit called the 8, and it's just 8 Tau commanders, including Foresight, deployed as a single massive unit. 1,120 points of pure. Oh my god. Back in 8th edition, could you still take 10 Lehman Russes as a single unit in Apocalypse games? And like 3 Bane Blades. Because that was one of the things that you could do in like the large games. You could take these ridiculously silly, over the top, massive units. Farsight's the red dude, isn't it? Who's now kind of got his own enclave. That's a bit separate from the rest of the town. Or is that the different guy? I think that's Farsight. Okay, so these 2 pieces go like that. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to find another set of models to build at this rate. These push fit models get built way too quickly and easily. Yeah, Farsight's in his enclave, although that's not a recent development. Yeah, it's not recent. Back when I was playing, they were... I don't think it was confirmed that he was fully separated from the rest of them. It was just... I didn't follow Tau that well, to be honest, so maybe he was fully separated. I know that there were rumours of him being corrupted by Korn. Or Korn trying to corrupt him or something like that. You can really tell I did not follow Tau. We got 2 speedy boys, by the way. Missiles are way better than custom Mega Blasters. Rocket, sorry. Spelled R-O-K-K-I-T. Rocket. Because that's how orcs spell rocket. Not for vegetable. Not for herb. He may have stared into a warp portal at one point and had visions of him corrupted by Korn and into a bloodthirster-sized battlesuit. What? Isn't he also like the only Tau that can really reliably do melee? I know that Tau battlesuits used to be able to do melee actually pretty well. It used to always be a surprise. You charge a Tau battlesuit and then be like, okay, my Tau battlesuit, yeah. Basis, it gets 3 attacks. It hits on 4s, not 5s, like most Tau in melee. Because it's weapon skill 4. Yeah, I think Tau battlesuits used to have something like weapon skill 4, for toughness 4 or 5, 3 wounds, or was it 2? I think they got 3 attacks, at strength 5. So actually pretty decent in melee. And pretty surprising to go against. This was back again when all Space Marines had 1 wound. Everyone got 1 attack in close combat. Well, I say everyone. Unless you're a character, most things would only get 1 attack in combat. Gene Stealer's got like 2 attacks in combat. Monsters would get more attacks. You would get +1 attack on the charge. And you would get +1 attack for having two close combat weapons or a pistol and a close combat weapon. Sergeants may also get 2 attacks. Not all sergeants did though. For instance, Tau sergeants didn't. I think they just got like increased ballistic skill. Nowadays, they actually kind of worse in melee, especially now everyone's stats have improved in, I say everyone's, most unit stats have improved in melee, like most Marines now get 3 attack. Is there only one that decided that a suit-sized sword would be pretty neat? I think there's a Relic Fusion Blaster read motor gun that had a melee profile in addition. Oh yeah, in oh, what's it called? If you go with experimental weapons, you can take experimental fusion blasters on a commander, and it's more powerful, but I also think it gives them a melee profile with it. I might be wrong. I can't remember. I was looking at Tower a little bit. I do remember a fusion blaster could get a melee profile on one of the characters. Yeah. Well, Tower back in the day actually weren't the worst in melee. They were weapon skill 2, which did mean that they were pretty bad, but they had a 4+ armor save. Toughness 3. With everyone else's melee stats being worse than they are now. Like, your Space Marine going into melee with the Tau, you're only getting like 1 attack against the Tau unless you charge that turn. And the Tau's only getting 1 attack against you. It's like, suddenly the Tau can actually survive pretty well in melee. And against an Imperial Guardsman, it's like, okay, the Tau's hitting you on 4s, wounding you on 4s, and you've got a 5+ armor save. You're hitting the Tau on 3s, wounding them on 4s, and they get a 4+ armor save. It's like, yeah, the Tau potentially could win a fight against a bunch of Imperial Guardsmen. Nowadays, it doesn't work like that. The Tau hits on 5s. The Guardsmen hit on 4s. The Guardsmen get power swords and stuff with their commanders. You're gonna go, bye, Mercury. To be fair, if you were to play 40k realistically, a power sword on a battlesuit is probably going to just be a massive waste. Like, if you're going to play realistically, you're probably going to be timesing the range of every single weapon by like 10. Increasing the size of a battlefield by like 30. And drastically increasing the amount of terrain and just general variation in hills. But 40k isn't realistic. Well, oh yeah, big love heart to you. Thanks for popping in, Mercury. It was nice of you to be here and stay a while. Oh gosh, what we got here? Look at him go. Pretty nice model. I like all these missiles. Just a shame it's got no options on it. You know, I'll glue them to the base. Which way does it go? Oh gosh, that's terrible. I thought that wasn't a great connection on it. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Okay, I do think it goes this way. Big old gap there. It's just difficult to get enough force on it to close the gap. Okay. You can generally fix bent plastic by putting some glue on it. Which basically breaks and refuses the plastic again. Oh, that was not good. We're gonna have to get something else there to reinforce the connections here. Yeah. The funny thing is, if most battles were more realistic, you'd think the Tau would do better, right? But there's a big argument to suggest that they'll do far worse. The main reason being is because air superiority, right, is incredibly important on a battlefield. But that's a modern battlefield. You'd imagine in the War of the Future, orbital superiority will go first, then air, then ground, then sea. Found 2 melee weapons, Omega Gauntlet and Fusion Blades, both 8th edition, translation, a single Dreadnought fist hit, and a multi-motor profile, but melee, respectively. Oh, that's cool. Hello, Dr. Smilex. Don't worry about being late. How are y'all? That's a hand with fingers. It is. I got fingies. Fingies. And they're covered in glue. We made this guy earlier. Look at it. It's adorable. It's covered in little scarabs. Look at all those scarabs we glued to him. Look at them. They're everywhere. There's even one just there. And there's a scarab off a pipe. And there's also a scarab that was part of a pipe. As part of the original model. We've also been building death copters. Yeah. It's so kawaii. It's so kawaii. Oh yeah. And the Tau kind of suck in space. Like, that's their biggest weakness. And probably the Imperium's biggest strength. Space combat. Like, the Tau aren't absolutely terrible in space combat. It's just the fact that they don't really have the biggest ships. They don't really have the fastest ships. They don't really have the best fighters. They don't really have the best missiles. They don't really have the best lances. Especially in lore, their spaceships just aren't really capable of competing a lot of the time with the Imperium spaceships. In Battlefleet Gothic, I think they get a little bit of a boost. You haven't seen the amount of torpedoes they put out? Yeah, that's the thing. I think in lore they don't put out that many torpedoes. Because I think there's multiple instances where they get overwhelmed by the sheer amount of torpedoes and stuff that the Imperium releases. Like, I think that's meant to be more of a balancing side of stuff for the board game. Well, that is actually one thing where in lore the only time the Imperium in lore really struggles in space is Chaos. Or who else? Necrons and Eldar. When it comes to the Tyranids, the Orcs, and the Tau, and a lot of probably the Leagues of Photon actually are better than the Imperium. Yeah, I think their ships are better than Imperial ones. But yeah, otherwise the Imperium generally seems to do better in lore in space. Usually when they're doing worse against those factions, there's something else to take in consideration. For instance, usually they're outnumbered. It's a main instance where they generally do worse. The Tyranids also have a nasty habit of, you know, all those ships over there where we just popped into the region and your entire fleet is now incapable of moving because all of your astropath's heads just exploded along with all the psychers on board. And also that means a bunch of demons have just attacked all your ships. The Tyranids have a nasty habit of doing that, and suddenly your fleet's incapable of doing anything anymore. But also the hero class kind of slaps. The Tau ship's main gimmicks, this audience, mostly torpedo, and they have obscene frontal firepower. Yeah, in lore, a lot of the time is they've got these frontal veil cannons and lances and stuff. I think that's where they mostly do much of the damage. And apparently their shields are kind of good, but only kind of good. Obscene frontal power tempered by the fact it only works in the front. The turrets cannot swivel to the opposite side. Yeah. The other thing the Tau have is their ships aren't as big as the Imperiums. Their cruisers, I think they have more mobility than the Imperiums, like, or at least they're meant to, for similar sized ships. But then it's like the biggest Tau ships generally don't really compete with the Imperiums. Although I think that's changed now. I think they have some really big ships now. And then you had the Kroot War Spheres, and they could be absolutely massive. And surprisingly were quite dominant at one point. And for a couple of times in lore, the Kroot War Spheres were basically just the main front line, effectively, of the Tau fleets. I want them to bring back, do you know, aeronautics. Imperialists. But with like, I want Eldar flying about and Tau flying about and stuff, and Necrons and Orcs. There's actually 2 fleets, at least on tabletop. The older merchant fleet and the newer commerce protection fleet. The merchant is very gunny but weaker. The commerce protection fleet is more maneuverable and tougher. I'm not actually sure too much about the law at the moment. I know that a lot of the law relied on the Tau having to do kind of sacrifice, like to keep some sort of dominance in the field of space against the Imperium. They had to do some sorts of like sacrificial moves and so on. Of basically using one ship to shield other ships. And to... What else did they do?
Hello. Guess what? The art is done. You'll try to download Discord to send it.
Okay, thank you, French Puff. Big love heart to you. Can't wait to see it. I swear I did something about having to do massive sacrifices. Or very risky plays at times. A lot of it was about trying to just more or less hold off the Imperium or otherwise trick them. They always kind of read a bit like, do you know, the Halo versus the Covenant in that regard. Especially since the Tau have those massive rail cannons that were like their biggest threat to the Imperial ships. Which is a bit like the Mac cannons on the Tau, on the Halo ships versus the Covenant. Merchant is basically nothing more than glorified cargo vessels made into warships. One of them is literally called the Merchant class, only exception being the Hero, which is the first warship. Yeah. The Merchant fleet also has a bunch of Xeno ships in it, like the Demiurge, doesn't it? And the... Oh, what's it called? The fluffy dudes. The fluffy Psychus. They were also very important in their ability to fight in the early days of going against the likes of the Imperium and even the Eldar and Tyranids and stuff like that. They were extremely important in their ability just to even survive and stand a chance in space. Yeah, the Nikasaw, the Nikasaw, the pancake bears. There we go. We've got F copters. No, meow, meow. Kiss, 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 kiss. Meow, meow. No, Joey, no. Reanimator walks in. Oh, darn it. Look, you have to have fun with your little toys. Look, it kind of looks like, you know, Susan out with a kid.
No, don't let the helicopters smooch. The NTSB gets involved when that happens.
NTSB, what's that? The non-television social binary. The non-televised social binary. Why am I deciding B is binary? National Transport Safety Board. National Transport Safety binary. No. For orcs, they don't care about the National Transport Safety Board. Kickflip. Ah, fell over. We got Deathcopters. Okay. What do I have left for orcs? I've got a bunch of grots. We could build some grots. I forgot about that. I've got a few things. I've got this fella. They are for people who come out on the planes. Well, these aren't accidents, and they're not planes, they're helicopters. We got this fella. We got that fella. And we got these fellas. You want to build a shock attack gun? We can build a shock attack gun. You know, nothing wrong with a shock attack gun. You know, it's nice that it's not made out of metal. Oh, right. You almost forgot. What did you almost forget? Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck. No. White gloves. They're not white gloves, they're grey gloves. They kind of look white because of the... If we do that, you can see it's kind of grey there. Kind of grey. And not even light grey. Well, they're kind of light grey, actually. Glove sleeves? Yeah, the glove sleeves. The fingerless sleeve gloves. Because I struggle with eczema and they're nice. And also they keep my what is it called? My forearms nice and cool, nice and warm. Without being too warm. Nice and protected. No. I'm kind of sad that I missed Mechanicus yesterday. Did we get up to anything cool? Saying that, like, you guys are still there playing without me. Why were you playing without me? There you go. I call them gloves. It's easier to remember. Yeah, they are gloves. But they're not white, they're grey, kind of. They're super duper grey, super duper grey, super duper grey. We love our grey gloves, we love our grey gloves, the grey as can be. They're as grey as anyone else can say. Grayer than me and you. Da 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 da. Grey in the face of evil. The grey in the face of good. Grey every which way and any way you want to go. There we go. Oh gosh, that's a really bad mode line right there. Where's my mode line remover? Nom nom pile of shame. We are getting through the pile of shame today. Don't worry about it. We've built 4 models of a pile of shame. Of a pile of grey anyway.
Okay, I have Discord. What, boo?
What now? Well, if you go to the link in the description, I can show you. You'll want to click... Okay, I'll go to the description for you. And I'll take the Discord link. I'll Control-C it for you. Control-C and then cancel. Control-V it over here. There you go. There's the Discord link. If you click that, it will take you to Discord. And then once you go in, there's a bunch of rules and stuff you have to click, but since it's your first time on Discord, it might be confusing because there's lots of people it is. So I can do that stuff for you. Okay, so you've come in, front door, French puff. Now, some stuff that you have to do to get the correct things, but I'll just add it to you for you. There you go. So now you got access to the server. Read through the stuff, though, and it should be relatively self-explanatory of how these things work. Oh my gosh, he's kind of a tiny orc, isn't he? No wonder he's online only. He's small for a big mech. Like, this is a neophyte. He's meant to be a big mech. He's a tiny big mech. Well, still a fun model, I guess. That's not big. That's tiny. You're a millennial conjurer? What's a millennial? I have no idea. Why are you asking? Big war, big war. I want to compare him to just one of the normal orcs. Anyway, Gamba time. Are you Gen X, Gen Y, or Gen Z? I am none of those things. I am none of them.
It says I have to start a thread. Can I just go into the chat, or can I only use the thread?
You don't have to start a thread. You can just go into art and promo. Just click onto art and promo. Or fan art. Or whatever it is you want to do. Just click at the bottom. And then just type your message in and do your attachment. Okay, he is bigger than a normal orc. I'll give him that much. Cupcon is Cupcon, yeah. Look, I am from a time before time began. That's just me. And then I conjured myself into existence in various points during time. Hey! Don't turn me into a cat! Pat, 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 pat. Oh gosh, some of these mode lines are ridiculous on this model though. Like, I'm not normally one for caring too much about mode lines, but my goodness.
Kitty Conjuror.
I'm not a kitty, you're a kitty. Oh. There you go. This Mac not big enough. Need to stick him in the death dread. No, don't stick him in the death dread. How did he post in rules? Just give me a moment. Bench puff. Bench puff, do you know at the side? Don't go into the rules. If you go down at the side, if you scroll through the menus at the side, you should be able to see different things there. Like general chat. Okay. Oh gosh, it's sucking up a grot. Usually don't remove the mode. I usually don't bother too much of the mode lines bound for general chat. Okay, you can post it in the general chat if you want, but if you can put it into fan art or art, that's where it will generally be best. I generally don't mind too much mode lines. Like, I don't care about them. Partly because I think, you know, it adds actually... I like the idea that that's how they're manufactured anyway. Half the time that they're built in these modes, the armor and weapons and stuff. Or some of the plating at least. But sometimes you just get really aggressive mode lines. But... Or a bit too much for even me. Okay, what is this piece? Where does this one go? Okay, I'm guessing this piece goes here. Yeah. I found art and promo. Is that the place? Yeah, that's fine. You don't need to start a thread. You can just post a message there. Just click add attachment. You're going to bed, Native Engine. Good night, Native Engine.
Good night,
Have a good
Conjuror.
sleep. You have to go as well. Okay, bye-bye, French Puff. Bye-bye. I can't wait to see the art that you want to post. Okay, we'll stick these two things down to there. Yeah. Gosh. Really aggressive mode lines on this model. Like I said, I usually don't care about mode lines too much, but also it's an excuse to use a mode line remover. And most modern models, the mode lines are really nice on them in terms of where they put them. They're not too aggressive and noticeable. What if I put trench crows in a Legion of the Damned or in Red Corsairs? Okay, so Legion of the Damned, but the ideas of the trench crows wouldn't work too well with them. Because the Legion of the Damned are basically Imperial demons. And by that, they're not... They're basically Space Marines that have become demons of the Emperor. They don't really have much free will and thought and stuff like that anymore. You could have your trench crows be something similar. Do you know, like you have the rubric as well for the... Or what's it called? The Thousand Suns. But usually those types of thing, it's most of your characters within it, it's like your people, they're absolutely soulless and barely have any free will of their own anymore when that kind of thing happens to them. Yeah, I don't think they can become Legion of the Damned in disguise. Red Corsairs is something they could probably get away with. There's a bunch of warbands that are connected to the Red Corsairs. And the Red Corsairs aren't even probably aware of all the warbands connected to them anymore. Yeah, the Legion of the Damned are literally ghosts. You can't really infiltrate them. They appear and disappear at random. Okay, that goes there then. So... This piece goes on like that. Oh gosh, more aggressive mode lines. Not the worst ones. The trench coats would be in red corsairs, would be branded as traitors. What do you mean branded as traitors? I think that aren't the trench coats traitors anyway? Like, aren't they a Chaos Legion? They put things in demon engines. They're a part of the Alpha Legion. They work with the Iron Warriors or something like that. Yes, wasn't that part of the law? If they're loyalists, your entire idea of having like 16,000 of them, you wouldn't be able to get away with. The largest loyalist chapter is 7,000. And no other loyalist chapter comes even close to it. $6,000, sorry. No loyalist chapters. I mean, they might be as big as 10,000 or even larger, but the largest loyalist chapters after that are only in the about 1,500, something like that. And even them, they're kind of special. Oh no, renegades maybe. I mean, you could have, what's it called, infiltrating a large number of different routes. That's how these things usually go. Since they are... what's it called? Alpha Legion. They could be infiltrating a lot of different, like, chapters at once. And even chaos groups at once. Do. Look at that guy. He's a little scared fella. Being sucked up for vacuum. You know, this is why dogs are scared of a vacuum, you know. Every single dog that's scared of a vacuum was a snotling in a past life that got thrown into a shock attack gun. And they got reincarnated as a dog because that experience was so horrible. They had to, you know, the universe took such pity on them. They reincarnated them as like the best thing. Little fella. How does this thing even go into here? Okay, this is where I'm going to have to look at the instructions now. Oh, that's his other leg. I get it. Kind of. The more I hear about the dugout ravens, the less sense they make. There we go. That's how homebrew goes sometimes. There we go. Do. Okay, trying to get that other leg on was quite difficult. But I've done it. And now we've got another leg, another piece to attach. Like that. Oh. He's getting vacuumed up. He's getting vacuumed up. And this piece attaches to there. And then go along like that. I've realised that my Templar Little Crusade is making less and less sense the more I expand on it. Because at the moment, I'm at about 800 dudes. Meaning it's basically like chapter sized.
That is the face of someone who is about to have an enforced excursion through the warp unprotected.
No, what do you mean forced? It's volunteer. I'm sure he volunteered for it and he's happy to go. That's the face of someone who's about to go on a happy little holiday. A happy little holiday, happy little holiday, happy little holiday is true. I do. We got a happy little holiday for you. A happy little holiday for you and me. A happy little holiday, a happy little holiday, a happy little holiday for all of us. Oh gosh, he does not fit on this space. Is that even the correct size bait? I guess it is. Oh gosh, it's got weapon skills and ballistic. Oh, you can't even see it. It's got weapon skill, ballistic skill, initiative on this model. Wounds 2, attacks 3. Crazy egg. Okay. So... Oh, why are your feet not glue into this? You go down, you go back. There you go. Hey, what's this? Yay, my final paint is scheduled to arrive on Monday. Yay! Do I have any paints scheduled to arrive yet? Nope, not yet. Oh, that's adorable. From French Puff. I was debating on keeping a primary model colour because my patient was running out. I can wait till Monday. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my Black Templar combat patrol to come into stock so they can send off my entire order. Whereas I think if their stuff doesn't make sense, you can make your own headcanons for them. Yeah. When it comes to Warhammer, you can make your own headcanons for stuff. They change the lore enough that it doesn't really matter. If you're having fun, that's all that really matters. Right, I'm trying to currently make sense of my, what's it called? My own Black Templar, though. Because at first it was meant to be like this tiny crusade, right? But it's gotten to a point where there's 800 and something models in the army, and I'm like, this crusade's just too big right now. There's 800 space marines, fully fledged space marines, not neophytes. There's 300 of them. There's 800 fully fledged space marines in this crusade. That makes it one of a large crusade. That makes it a significant size crusade. Worthy of note. I'm like... So I'm now trying to figure out in my own head how come it's not made it yet worthy of note. Maybe because word just travels too slow. What I'm thinking I'm going to have to do is just talk to Games Workshop and get them to canonize my crusade so it makes sense again. You know? They're trying to find the biggest never-ending cola.
I have returned and I just put the fan art in the art and promo.
Yeah, I saw it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you for that, French puff. Oh. And we've just finished building shock attack gun with... Look at little... Can we get it to focus on the shock attack gun? Oh, for a second it focused on it. Oh, look at the little fella. He looks so happy to be going on a little holiday through the warp. Oh, darn it, the pipe became loose again. You know, it's architect. The pipe coming loose is just... It's a feature, not a bug. Although that does feel a bit big for a snotling. That's a full-sized grot being sucked in. They do say, no, shock attack gun. Shock. What it does, it fires snotlings and potentially grots through the warp, effectively teleporting them through hell, and where they go absolutely insane and rapid and mutated and potentially die, and then they teleport and appear somewhere else on the battlefield amongst the enemies. And like where events like often appear inside the enemies. Yeah. So it's a very big shock to everybody involved, except for Orc, who just finds it hilarious. I guess he is kind of big. I mean, he does feel small next to a neophyte or big mech, but next to a normal Orc, he's still relatively big. He's knob-sized. I mean, big mechs are meant to be more war boss size nowadays, like the idea of them. Because you got mechs, which are basically not knobs or orcs. The knobs have decided to become more mechy, so they're bigger, they're tougher. While the big mechs are more on the same line as war bosses. Slightly maybe not as big as a war boss, but not far off. And many big mechs are effectively the war boss of their tribe or their own war. Such as my big mech. Guldaka. Oh, what's his name? I think it's called Guldaka Mech Ripper. Yeah, Guldaka Mech Ripper. Oh gosh, look at the... We got Death Copters. We got 3 more killer cans to arrive via combat patrol. Once they do and we've built them, we'll use the spare bits. Oh no.
So if you're wondering, the one that says bread is my profile. The mod magic one is Lent 17. The one with the no quote is Emperor. You have the E.
It's the Emperor. You have the E promote. And then Smilex is a medics and tax times iOS. Oh. So you're bread, mod magic, I'm EP. Oh. Wait, did you make me a cat? Tax time is iOS. And you got melon medic. No. You're a chibi. Okay, good, good. Good. I'm just chibi mode. I'm just chibi mode. Phew. Oh, I'm a Dr. Smilex is a medic there. Ah, it's adorable. Thank you. Thank you for that, French Puff. And then I can't go on from too much longer because I have another stream today. A member stream at 5 o'clock in 3 hours time. Well, just less than 3 hours now. And I've got to get some food first. Eat it. Recover from eating. Prepare for the stream. We're making some dwarven miners with big old pickaxes going. And they're very tiny. They're very short. They're very small. They got a very short temper. They're very short-sighted. They need thick glasses. They got a small imagination. Hi, Douglas Pendergraft. Good morning to you, but also good afternoon. And it looks like we're going to have to be saying goodbye. So is there anyone we know who's live right now? Not who's not collaborating. Actually, wait, let me reload this. No, okay. So, why do you make me a cupcat? I can't stay because I do have to unfortunately go because, you know, I'm on a time limit. So next time we're streaming normally, not tomorrow because tomorrow is a day off. Oh, I'm probably going to be having to get my ear checked out tomorrow. Then on Friday I will be, hopefully, if I'm up to it, streaming Warhammer Total War for a long stream. We'll probably continue our Sectra campaign, and there's been new updates. There's been another big update to the game. Yay! And what else we'll be doing? And yeah, so that's the next stream. Friday morning, another long stream. Hope to see you all there. Big hearts to you all. Laura, bye bye. And remember to take care of yourselves, be kind to others, eat good food. No. Take care of it. What do I usually say? Work hard, play harder, take care of yourself, be kind to others, and vice versa. Eat good food, sleep well, dream of cupcakes, but don't eat the cupcake because the friends are not food. Yeah, one day I miss and I forget my own outro. Bye bye everyone. Love you all. Would you really be banned for not having fun because I have the attention span? You won't be banned, French Puff. It's just a joke.